Morning. Happy Tuesday. We are currently short Aave on some extreme leverage, so hopefully we can take this trade out and finish it today. But happy Tuesday, happy Taco Tuesday. Some huge actual legal news about the word Taco Tuesday. So for the past 30 years or so, it has been trademarked and companies have not been allowed to use Taco Tuesday in any advertisement. But Taco Bell initially filed for the release of the name, saying that it's too general and they should not have legal ownership over it. And one of the holders of the trademark has decided that, yeah, they're probably right. So in the near future, we might see some Taco Bell Taco Tuesday advertisement going out there. Huge news. Huge news. I thought it was worth mentioning here. So we're just going to go through the market and see if there's any cool trade setups. My entire trading portfolio is currently at work right now. We are long BNB, which is not doing hot today, but we've been long for several days. It's a swing trade. Let me pull up the chat, make sure that I got the chat. Wait, stay there, don't go anywhere. There we go. I just need to make sure that the chat is chilling here so that I can see if any of you guys decide to talk. So we've been long BNB for quite a few days at this point in this channel. I think it's a good opportunity for a long-term entry on BNB as well as a potential trade. So we got in, I think, back here sometime. We almost got stopped out when we dipped down here, but our stop loss is set 3% away. And currently, we're doing good because of yesterday, mostly just because of yesterday. But we're waiting for us to come back up to the top side of this channel. I have a sell at 262, I believe, which would be some pretty good gains. Be some really good gains, actually. Getting up to 262. 7%, we're on 6x leverage, so it'd be a 30% gainer. We're also short on Aave, similar type of setup. We're looking for us to come back down to this $52 range on Aave and hopefully make a lot of money. I am too high on leverage on Aave right now, though, so going down to $52 at 15x leverage would be 300% gains. I don't feel comfortable holding it that entire way, so I'm going to likely be closing out of it and lowering my leverage on today's live stream. I'm just waiting for a break. Looks like we're slowly bleeding here on the minute time frame. Hopefully in the next couple minutes, I'm just looking for the next leg down to close out of it. Take my glorious profits. I was up 80% this morning when I woke up on this, so hell yeah. Let's see what the market's chilling at. Let's see if we can find any cool patterns. Not just cool patterns. We're looking for our specific VWAP pattern. This is what I trade every single time that I'm going in and out of day trades. So Ethereum is looking pretty clean with this. It's not been bouncing off of the middle VWAP, but instead it's been bouncing off of one to two standard deviations away from the VWAP. So while this is a clean pattern and could have been nice trading, I was asleep during that, and now we're just too far away from the VWAP on it. So to Bitcoin, everything looks like it's just in a downtrend today, and it looks pretty all right. Everything looks like it's just in a very standard pattern here. Except for HBAR. Look at HBAR. HBAR just had some big news, I believe, which probably a good idea to pull up the Crypto Panic. I got started a little bit early today on the live stream, so we look for HBAR. I did just see some news about HBAR. I forget where I saw it, but something pretty big. Like they got a new partnership or a new release something. Yeah, here it is. Hyundai Motor and Kia introduced CO2 emission monitoring on HBAR's network. So this is why I like HBAR. While I do think it is definitely security, and they have that board of directors effectively, the rotating board of directors on HBAR's foundational team, that they are why I like it so much. They are actual companies high up C-level executives at the companies that are making decisions for the network to promote it for other corporations. So they actually know what a blockchain is going to need to be able to do for companies to use it, and they are guiding HBAR. So even though it adds a level of that centralization to it, it still is a really good play, in my opinion. And just evidenced by this news that just came out. That's spectacular. So my portfolio is loving it, but my trading portfolio is not gaining from it at all. XRP looks like a clean short as well. Everything's been in the same exact pattern all morning, where we're just bouncing lower and lower and lower. BNB is holding up, which is good for our short. Aave is still breaking down, which is good. Or BNB is holding up, which is good for our long. Aave is breaking down, which is good for our short. And I added another one. I added Quant to the list to watch for trading opportunities as well. So almost everything looks like it could be tradable today, but all of my money is in Aave. So hopefully we can see the next leg down on Aave here on the live stream, and then I can exit, maybe look for another trade setup, because while everything looks good for trading, it's all far away from the VWAP, right? So we want to see that retest back to the VWAP before I'd be willing to enter into anything. Matic is not something I would be shorting today. While it did have a harsh morning and it was just continuously chugging away down, it's no longer making lower lows, while something like a Solana is. So Solana is something I'd be interested in trading, and XRP is something I'd be interested in trading, shorting. But a Matic is not. Matic is holding up too much. Aave, unfortunately, or fortunately, is holding everything right now for the portfolio though. Oh, I got a long day today, guys. A long day. A lot of shit to do. We're hosting a classroom in the Crypto Night Premium Discord, so that's gonna be very exciting. Gotta finish putting together that presentation. I got shadow banned aggressively on TikTok, and I know this without a shadow of doubt in my mind now because I reposted a video that previously had gotten 100,000 views. I reposted it last night. Within like 20 to 30 minutes, it had 300 views. And so I closed my phone, went to bed because I love waking up to that super like boost in viewership. I love waking up having seen a video do really well. And I woke up and it's at 700 views. So it's 100, like, videos don't do that. You don't gain. Normally within the first like 30 minutes, I'd expect to have like 50 to 100 views. So for it to explode in the first 30 minutes, get a ton of traction, it got like 10 saves, like 25 likes, almost 300 views, and then just to be shut off, I know for a fact it got shadow banned. Why are you closing it? I'm closing it because I'm on 15x leverage, Goku. I have no need to be that high in leverage. So I'm going to close it and wait for a re-entry point, because I do still think we're going to go back down to the end of this channel, but I need to not be at 15x leverage. I'm not going to be able to sleep well at night. It's too high. I can't get it out of my head. And if I can't get it out of my head, I know it's too high of leverage. So I know there's a chance that I'll be leaving money on the table, but I don't feel comfortable holding it with that much leverage. I'd like to lower it down to like a 6. Cut the leverage in half. Yeah. 10 is still a good amount of leverage, but like, use the trailing stop. Use the trailing stop, Goku. Add a trailing stop, and then you don't have to worry about it at all. If it bounces back a little bit, you're chilling. Maybe that's what I need to do as well. It's just like too much. It's just my brain can't. I find myself checking the chart every like 10 minutes because I'm just excited. So I can't get shit done. All right, you're right. We'll just keep it going. We'll keep it going. I was going to close it on the live so that maybe I could find another trade, but It's also like we started shorting back up here, and it's definitely losing momentum, you know? So on an intraday perspective, we are definitely not having the same level of downward momentum as evidenced by the RSI on this 15-minute chart. The RSI is starting to creep back up, but the AVE is not. Like, you see the slight divergence? Let me overlay it here. You can kind of see. Yeah, you can see that. You can see that. AVE versus the RSI is slowly diverging. So the RSI is getting stronger and stronger, while AVE is not really making those price movements. So that tells me that on an intraday perspective, on a very short time frame, AVE is probably going to have a little bit of a pump coming. Now, how hard that thing pumps, I'm not sure. Come on, get out of here, dude. Get out of here. There we go. But if I'm on 15x leverage, it's just like going to be in the back of my head. See, take your advice. Let's be patient and see what Bitcoin does. If it goes to go down, yeah. All right. It did just keep lowering and lowering, but it's having this push. It's having a push, man. Yeah, okay, look at that. We got rejected instantly. We had the breakdown and then a hard run up last night. A hard run up on Bitcoin. Instantly rejected today, and we're on the way back down. I would love to see this candle here be a bearish engulfing candle, right? So if we could watch for today's daily candle to close below the lows, below the open of yesterday's candle, that would be a very, very bearish sign for me, especially considering it's a lower high and a lower high and a lower high. That would tell me we're going straight down to this 28. That would tell me we're going straight down to the 28,000, which is something I've had on the chart for a while at this point. Shout out all my Pulse chain holders. I honestly, okay, all right. I was gonna show you my portfolio, my bag holder to homeowner portfolio, but I want to talk about Pulse chain and Hex real quick, because the only people that I have ever blocked from seeing and interacting with me are people from the Hex community, because they start actually giving me like death threats and actually insulting me as a person when I try and like express to them that, hey, Richard Heart is a huge liability to your guys' ecosystem. He is a huge risk that you're unwilling to see because he is a cult leader who's brainwashed you. If you want to form a cult, watch what Richard Heart did. He did it perfectly. I feel bad for them right now. I genuinely do. Because there's nothing anyone's going to be able to say that's going to shake people out of it. And people have their entire net worths wrapped up in these things. People have their entire net worth wrapped up in stuff like Hex and Pulse Chain because they think that these certificate of deposits are some magnificently glorious thing, and Hex is going to be generational wealth. Hex is going to outperform Bitcoin. And it's like, my God, guys, just be rational. If you think that, have some exposure to Hex. Cool. Buy the dip a little bit if you want to on this dip. If you truly think that, have a little bit of exposure, but these people have their entire portfolio wrapped up in it, and I genuinely feel bad for them. I genuinely feel bad. But I know that you likely don't have your portfolio in there. So I'm upset we went under $600 again today, but it doesn't make sense because things are cruising. Look at Kaspa. Kaspa's chilling right now. So this is the portfolio currently speaking as it sits. We're cruising. We are absolutely cruising. I know it's taking a while, right? We started it back in May. I started it back in May. this challenge with $500, and we're only now getting $600 in August. So it's months, but look at how clean of an uptrend that is. That's what we love to see, right? That's what we love to see. It's gonna be going parabolic in due time. It just takes a minute. It just takes a minute for things to be moving up. I do not buy Kaspa. I buy Kaspa with a K, not with a C. Casper, I'm not a fan of, but Kaspa. That was the first classroom I did with you guys, was Kaspa. And then it just broke all-time highs again. So it's literally just yesterday broke all-time highs. So I'm in it waiting for some sort of a push here. I think what's likely going to happen, we just broke highs, right? Or I guess not technically. We just had a daily close. We still need to wait for 4.3 cents. So we still have a little bit more to go. Hopefully today or the next day it can go. I think when it does this, there's so much attention. There's a lot of like pent up demand for it right now in the market. I think we'll continue to explode and have another leg up. That was the whole bet from the beginning. I like it a lot. I don't think it's going to become the top 10 or top 20 crypto in the market, which means as we approach some of these Fibonacci retracement levels, I will be taking some profits. These are completely arbitrary, not completely arbitrary because I'm using typo, my guy. Sorry. These aren't completely arbitrary. These are the Fibonacci retracement levels, and each one of them I will be taking a little bit of profits because this is uncharted territory for it, and we are rapidly approaching a $1 billion market cap, and I just don't think that this thing's going to be the next Cardano. So I'll leave a moon bag, but I'll probably be taking like 85% of the profits on it. What I miss? What's good, Blake? What's good? We did a little bit of trading. Now we're talking about, or we didn't do any trading actually because all of my portfolio is wrapped up in some swing trades right now. Matic. Matic is changing their token, yeah? I need to check it out. I need to see what's going on with that. I have Matic over here. Yeah, it's having another pullback. It looks like it just broke formation though, so I don't know. We'll have to wait and see where this thing goes. I think it's a great deal. Regardless, I think it's a great deal down here. 68 cents. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, I remember what I was going to say before we went to the portfolio. I wanted to add a little bit more H-bar. You're the influencer, sir. You should know. I know. I've been like... Too many things moving on. Too many things going on. I should know. And I should make a video on it. But I haven't actually looked at it yet. There's too many things to keep track of. There's too many things to keep track of. I can interpret things very quickly. And I have a good understanding of what's going on in the market when I see news. But I have to see it first. I wanted to add some more H-bar, right? I don't have a lot in this portfolio. It's 5% of the portfolio is in H-bar. However, okay, get ready for this. I think I'm going to add Saucer Swap instead. I haven't actually announced this anywhere yet, but I think I'm going to add some Saucer Swap instead of adding H-bar. Why? Because it is the leading DEX for H-bar. Saucer Swap is the leading decentralized exchange for H-bar. Now, it's sitting at a $15 million market cap. It's tiny. It's very, very, very small. If we look at some of the previous DEXs, we look at something like PancakeSwap for BNB or Uniswap for Ethereum, they got anywhere... When you look at a layer one, a prominent layer one, and then their primary decentralized exchange, they reside anywhere between 2 to 5% of the total market cap. So Uniswap, Ethereum got to like a $500 billion market cap. Uniswap was sitting at 2% of that. BNB got up to a $100 billion market cap. PancakeSwap was sitting at 5% of that. Those are the two extremes. That's why I remember them. So if we look at an H-bar, if I think H-bar has a good opportunity here to do something similar to what Cardano did in the last market. I really do think HBAR has a chance to be a 50 to $100 billion market cap. Saucer Swap here could be anywhere between $1 to $5 billion market cap, and it's sitting at 15, 16 million right now. So I think for the portfolio, rather than continue to add to HBAR here, this will be like a leveraged HBAR position, if that makes sense. I get a little bit of DeFi, but on HBAR's back. And if HBAR is to be let's say a $50 billion market cap, which is a little aggressive, but I don't think it's, I think it's pretty realistic actually. I think it's actually pretty realistic that this thing goes, what would that be? That would be pushing close to $1 on HBAR. This would be, so doubling its last all-time high. That means I think Saucer Swap could double what HBAR does. So that's what I'm probably going to be doing. Don't forget Lake, MNW, and VitaDAO. I know. Lake, I'm good with my Lake position. I'm not adding any more to my Lake position, at least not in the foreseeable future. This thing, while I'm bullish on it, I'm mostly bullish on it, this thing could very easily just go to zero. This $26 gamble could just evaporate, be completely gone. I don't want the portfolio to be super risked like that. And so I know I'm generally speaking, not generally, I'm someone who pays a lot of attention to tokenomics, and so having a circulating supply of 1.3% versus fully diluted is not good. However, this is going to take a very, very long time for this to go into complete circulation. And if it does come out very quickly, that means the adoption rate for the service that Data Lake is associated with is exponentially rising as well. So this is not a major concern for me, where normally it would be, because a lot of companies, a lot of cryptocurrencies will like pre-mine it or have massive dumps that come where the company that is behind it gets to take a lot of profits and then walk away with all the money. This is not that case. This is not the same. So I'm not super worried about this. This is either going to go to zero, Data Lake, or this is going to 100, 200x. And so keeping my $250 in it, or keeping my $26 in it, I'm fine with, because that could go to $5,000, that could go to like 2,600, $5,000. Or it disappears, but I don't want to add any more to it. Yo, what's good, Crypto Dream? What's good? As far as VitaDAO is concerned, I still have a good chunk of money, cash. I still have a good cash position for the portfolio. So we're still sitting at $170, $186 for cash right now. So we're chilling. I have plenty of more positions that I could open up. I'm waiting on VitaDAO. I'm paying close attention to this one because I want to get it. I want to get it at under $2. I don't know that we'll get down there. So I'm waiting to see if we can like bottom. I'm waiting to see where we bottom, basically. That's basically what I'm doing here. This is good. This is good. Aave is slowly bleeding. Aave is slowly bleeding. We had the RSI pump, but we did not break above the same resistance band this entire time. So it's a little bit different than I normally like trading the middle VWAP, but Aave looks super bearish right now. And we are respecting this one standard deviation away. Look at how many times we've bounced. 1, 2, 3, 4. I won't count that one. 5, 6. I'm hoping this is number 7. I'm hoping this is number 7. Now I have all those things chilling there. I was editing, lost track of time. Please forgive Dream. You are always forgiven. No need to worry. No need to apologize. I'm happy you were here. I was a little bit concerned that you weren't here. I'm not going to lie. I was going to probably reach out to you after because you're here religiously, but I'm not going to be too concerned if you miss a couple days. It's okay. I got some other plays that I'm intrigued with. I'm starting to pay close attention to. Again, all very small. All very small plays. Because I don't know why I'm done with quant here. I'm chilling with my one quant for the portfolio because it's a pretty large allocation if you really think about it. 18% of the portfolio quant. I think that's an easy 10 to 20x. ICP, I want to add a little bit more ICP. I'll probably regret waiting, if I'm going to be honest. I'm trying to wait for it to dip back below $4. I'll probably regret waiting because it's a good deal right now, so I shouldn't do that. I should just add some more. So I'll probably add a little bit more today. This ICP, I think, is easily going up. Like, I think ICP is gonna shock a lot of people. I think $60, $70 is extremely conservative. Realistically, I'm looking for somewhere north of 100. So from $4 to 40, I'm looking at like a potential 30x for our ICP. Caspa is a trade that I'm in right now. I don't know where that one's gonna go. I really don't. So I'm probably gonna be taking profits on that one in the next month or so. Hello Labs, huge upside. Polygon, if you can find 3 to 4 more trades like this, we'll be in there. For real. For real. This Aave trade is cooking, dude. This Aave trade is absolutely cruising. Let me see. Yeah. Let me show. Again, this is a small portfolio, okay? The trading account has like $110 in it at this point. The trading account is small, but I have my BNB long. It's probably not going to focus. My BNB long is up 7%. My Aave short is up 27%, 28%. I woke up and it was up 80%. I added to it this morning. I believe like right around here, I added to it because I saw that we were just cruising along. So it ruined my percent gains, but gave me more money to benefit from as we're going down. I get a little greedy. How were the other 2 trades you posted? I think there was only one other, and I believe it was Arbitrum. I shorted Arb. You got in on Arbitrum with me, right? We shorted it right here. Again, this was the strategy. This is the strategy that Dream and I trade every single morning. Every single morning, Dream and I are in here trading this. I wait for it to be bouncing off of the middle VWAP. This middle VWAP is very powerful. And so it tells me the clear trend in the market. We saw Arbitrum back up here at the VWAP for the second time on the day. And so we took a short. And then it spiked straight down. Arbitrum, again, everything today was a clean short. Everything today looked clean to be shorting. So I'll keep the Discord up to date on what happens here. But I think I gotta get going. I gotta move on with some more stuff. I'm gonna continue just because there's only a couple things left here. Hello Labs is something that I think is gonna do very, very, very well in the next couple months. So I have $50 in it in anticipation of flipping that really quick. I want to flip out of Hello Labs mostly. I'll keep a moon bag always of it, I think. But I put $50 into it. 1, 2, 3, 4 coins here. Because when they launch Killer Whales, if it is a success, if it garners a lot of attention in the cryptoverse, if a lot of people in crypto are like, oh my god, this is so cool, I love this show, they're gonna look for this coin. This coin's associated with the show. I think it'll have an egregiously large spike because it's sitting at a $30 million market cap. So I think this thing could 10x very easily. I think this thing could potentially do a lot more than that, which is why I'll keep a moon bag just in case. If this were to go to something, it's a gaming coin, okay? It's a gaming coin, so it's very similar to Gala. It just also has TV shows, which Gala is something, like, they're interested in moving into stuff like that as well. If we look, Gala got to a $5 billion market cap last cycle. If Hello Labs were to do something like that, we're looking at from 30 million to 300 million to 3 billion. We're looking at over 100x. We're looking at over 100x on something like Hello Labs if it were to do something like what Gala Games did. I don't know that it will, so I'll take my profits along the way up, but crazy. Matic, safe bet. Matic is just a super safe bet. Easily like a 6 to 10x, easily. So I want it in the portfolio, but again, it's not a huge allocation. HBAR, I went over HBAR, and Data Lake, we went over Data Lake. So you got 5, I made 8 and dipped out. Great calls. You know, I'm trying to be more consistent with it. I was trading. I have been trading for over 5 years. I took a huge break, a step back from it so that I could focus on creating content and try and build a personal brand. I want to get back into it again. And so I'm starting to trade every single morning with you guys so that we can make some money. It's an easy game. It's a very, very easy game. You just have to be able to separate your emotions from your investment and trading decisions, and understand that trading is not investing and investing is not trading. So if you can separate everything, like dissociate on each task, it's super easy. You just need the conviction to actually do it, which is why a strategy works. And I like Josh's strategy. It works beautifully for him. It doesn't click in my head as nicely as it does for him. I see it, I get it, and I think if I were to practice it a little bit more, it would make a lot of sense and I could get good at it, but I'm already good at one other thing, so I'm just going to stick with the strategy that I know, and we'll see how it goes. I appreciate you. Your time is your most valuable asset. Go to the gym today. Just get moving. It's Wednesday. It's Wasted Wednesday. Go lift some weights, go for a jog, do something exciting outside. Get away from your computer, but wait until after our premium research at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. Sorry we didn't close out on anything, but I think you got a lot of value here. So I'll see you guys